We're living through an energy surge that's moving the world to a new reality. And the energy surge that we're living through is serving as a karmic reboot. In your everyday life, you lived at a certain plane of existence, operating at a specific frequency. And as we're in this energy surge right now, the new reality that we're about to experience is it's even frightening because our nervous system was calibrated to a certain day-to-day experience. And now we're experiencing something that we've never experienced before. The everyday life, man and woman experiencing abundance, health, wealth, things that were held back from you for maybe your entire life, or maybe a season, an extended season. As we go through this energy surge, moving the reality to a different plane of existence, this karmic reboot, there's a lot of reflection that each and every one of us have to focus on as we are in this energy field right now. It's not going to just be done for us, but we will be living in a reality that's totally different. The patterns in your life that no longer can be ignored. So what you are going to feel, you're going to feel a extreme dissonance. It could be within your behaviors to where we're going, daily habits, but you might have had to operate with these daily habits because the world was very dense. The world has now become less dense. And in today's very powerful lesson, we're going to discuss consciousness influencing reality, or is it just is? Aligning with a new frequency, letting go, and heart-based concepts, not matrix-based concepts. If you're new to the channel, I'm Michael. I discuss the ascension journey, and I make the lessons relevant for everyday life people. It's a tremendous amount of energy that we're in right now, and it was quite rough getting up in this rising. I started the live stream a little late. I appreciate everyone hanging on in there. It's like you're moving in sludge. So I have discussed the long-term effects of the quickening. So as we're in very high energy right now, does it feel like time is speeding up? It's going by so fast. So it was kind of it's kind of difficult to get this started today. I feel like I can't move fast enough. The fire. This is the beginning of the fire horse taking off. The Holy Spirit fire that's inside of you. You're getting this message today. You're focused on this message today. You have to understand the great power and the great responsibility. The fire illuminates and burns. The difference between light or the inferno depends on who controls it. You know, there's a lot of power that's being unleashed right now in the world. The same fire, I need everyone to focus today, the same fire that illuminates also burns. It could be the light or it could be the inferno. So there are people in these energies. The sun is firing off like never before. We're living within this energy that's the Schumann resonance. And this can either illuminate us, this can expand our consciousness, this could activate us, this could make us the best version of ourselves, or it could totally burn us apart. The people, with great power comes great responsibility. There's people out there. One of the things I like to utilize is technology. Technology is not good or bad. It just is. So there's people like myself that utilize technology to create these platforms and information and content so that you can improve your everyday life. And then there's people that are distracting and leading astray, and it's just nonsense. Everyone has a piece of technology in their hand right now. Everyone has a ring light and a camera. So you, the person that's getting this message, you have to understand this. So there's people in the world, and that's why I keep telling people, you gotta go within first. You have to realize that you're worthy. You have to really clear out the fog so your clairs are up and running, and then you could see what's going on in the world. There's a lot going on. Cliff, I'm very grateful for the super chat. Thank you so much. And please, if anyone could tell me, if you're here, who sent the beautiful super chat. I'm so grateful for that before I came on. I'm so grateful for everyone. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support of this channel by clicking the subscribe button, right? And clicking the like button. This movement grows every single day. We grew by another 1,000 light warriors on Facebook. We also have tremendous Facebook. Noah, thank you so much, Noah. I'm so grateful. I love you. I'm so grateful for that, Noah. Grateful for the support. I love you all. Consciousness influences reality. So you think in your life that this reality, it's solid, right? But it's actually malleable. And to go even deeper, consciousness doesn't only influence reality. Consciousness is reality. So when we see the increased solar flares, when we're seeing the Schumann resonance spike, it's connected to human consciousness. So we're having a new reality. The whole world is shifting to this new reality, and to align with a new frequency broadcast. And when you're in this intense energy right now, it's a lot of the densities of the past in your subconscious. The previous version of yourself is trying to hold on, but that previous reality has to fall now. To align with the new frequency, you must let go of matrix concepts and embody heart-based concepts. You might have thought certain things were important. You thought this was the right thing to do, but a lot of those things were just programs. They're actually fake. You have to go to heart-based things. You gotta, if your work is out of alignment, you're going to feel it. You'll feel if your work is out of alignment. You have to get a vocation in life, not just a job. You have to have a vocation. Okay? You have to go for your true divine love, not the surface level stuff. And you're going to have to push through fear, because it's part of the matrix. That's that frequency fence I've been telling you about. Remember the frequency? That's that frequency. That's that fear. Is there that wall of fear? Is that ice wall? You have to burn through it right now. It's the fire horse. Get the fire horses going right now. Right? You have to burn through it. And you're going to feel this go through your body right now. I was texting my buddy. I said I didn't want to get up today. I feel like my insides are bashed apart. Maybe you're feeling this as well. We're living through this. It's an incredible time to be living through. You will all, if you're focused on this today, if you're making it through, you are going to tell your children and grandchildren about 2026. That's a powerful statement right there, right? So when you're letting go of the matrix concepts and you're getting to the heart-based concepts, the things that are important in life, and there are things that you could do right now. So in this energy, as we move throughout this month, and this message is going to really set you up for the next 2 weeks. What can you do now? And then there's things that you're not in control of. So what you're focused on is actually not settling, because this is about long-term destiny. This is about long-term debt. So there's certain things that you're not in control of. There's certain things you are. So in this energy, you want to get up and put those things out there. And there might be certain things you're not in control of in the now moment. But you're not settling and signing a contract for this job over here when you know it's not your long term. Really focus on the message today, right? So we're not going to be signing a contract. I'm going to sign up for this job. I know in my heart of hearts, my soul, this is not for me, right? You're not going to just settle for any basic babe. You're not going to settle for any beta male. Okay, I'm not settling for this just to pacify. I know it's not my long term, right? So there's certain things that everyone knows their role. You know your role. If you could start today, if you could, tell someone you love them today. You know your role in life. You know where you are. Everyone's situation is different. You might be settled in the right place. You might have to get up and move from your hometown, right? I teach all this on this channel. You click subscribe. But the energy is the energy. So you have to know where you are in life. Do you understand? So there's people that are going to be moving right now. So I know sometimes you go out there and you hear these things. It depends on where you are in life. But the energy is going to hit one of these things. So I got to move. I can't live like this no more. I can't be alone no more. I can't stop running from love. I got to go towards love. I'm going to tell that man I love him. I'm going to tell him. I know that this is my vocation. Like I can't do this job no more. Wherever you are in life, these are the things for long-term destiny. It's new timeline. It's new timeline, bro. It's new timeline, sis. Long-term destiny. The fire that we're going through, it's quite uncomfortable. This is for refinement. In order to be successful, you were refined, especially over the past year. Yeah, you were refined. When you have firm boundaries, you're going to do great. You're going to do great in this upcoming year. 2026 is the 1 year, and it's going fast. The fire horse is up and running. So if you have firm boundaries, you're good, bro. Accountability is empowering. There's a lot of people out there, they don't want to take accountability, right? So there are people, there's the divine feminine. How you doing, right? There's the divine masculine. Accountability is actually empowering. I'm accountable for everything in my life. It comes from a different place. And now you have the leadership energy. There's a fire that's burning. The fire horse is burning right now. So accountability actually is empowering. And then there's the beta male. There's the weak modern woman. They don't want to take accountability. You will know them by their fruits. The people that are focused on this message, the people that are making it to the end, you're off to the races like the fire horse. The chat is exploding right now. All right. Accountability is actually empowering. And there's people right now. Lieutenant Gilson knows the answer. What's up? All right. And this is how you see the total difference in life. This is how, and you have to stop. There's different people. You say, I'm just on my spiritual awakening journey now. And you say, wow, look at these people that have expanded so much in a post-2020 world. I remember a time, myself and Lieutenant Gilson, we were hiking, right? And we were talking, and everyone was freaking out. Everything was shut down, but we were out in nature. We were hiking, right? I was filming the videos. It was no big deal, bro. It was no big deal. But then there was people that were freaking out. I can't go to the club no more. I can't do these things no more, right? They're freaking out. But then there's men that built empires. There's men that furthered their life. And then there's people that are still in the same situation. So the terms of the energy that we're in, the shift that we're in, it is happening. However, you got to be accountable. You have to have firm boundaries, right? I'm giving you what you need to get through this shift. This is happening with or without you, as I've shared over the past few days. We could look at the sun firing off. We could see the spikes in the Schumann resonance. because the true leaders have to rise now. There was something wrong in the world. A lot of people saw this. Oh, the podcast, it gets views. A lot of people are resonating with it. Nothing is sacred anymore. Did you wake up today? Are you looking at the world and you say, did you have this come through? You say, nothing's sacred anymore. What is this? Check that podcast out if you haven't listened. So the energy that is firing us, there's a time period now of strength. This is the fire energy to activate the warrior energy. The warriors are here. And on this channel and moving forward, we are like warriors that just keep going. But the warrior energy is the guardian. Protect what truthfully matters. And this is why you have to go back to the beginning of the lesson. Great power comes great responsibility. The fire can illuminate or burn. It could be the light of the world, or it could be the inferno of the world. Do you understand? This is what we're living in right now is the most powerful year in human existence. It's the opportunity for your everyday life, for the world. And that same fire, it can illuminate or it could burn. So you got to be a warrior right now, which is the guardian. The guardian protects what actually matters in life. Doesn't mean you go out and destroying stuff, right? The Path of the Warrior, check it out on YouTube. Beautiful speech I gave. People resonate with it. You have to understand that. You have to walk that path. But you could just be that warrior in the garden at the time. You're prepared. A lot of people don't have their house in order. Something we've been discussing on this channel. Have your house in order. I might have to vacuum and clean up a little bit. But you have to have this house in order. Okay? And one of the things this is how we do it. What are the patterns that no longer can be ignored? I can't ignore this anymore. I can't keep sweeping it under the rug or just leaving it there. I got to fix this pattern in the everyday life experience that I'm having, right? So when this energy is blasting us, it is the karmic reboot. It's the reboot. It's the reset that we've been waiting for. Tiger Lily writes, house is in order. Yeah. So this is the path that we're on. And if you're still in that pre-2020 mindset, if you're still doing the same loop, and you know your life, you know what needs to be done. There was a time period for my life. So what I do here on this channel, I teach the things that I actually did. So you have a tangible piece of evidence. And this is what you have to do in the world right now. Everyone's out there on the internet, and half of them are fake and half of them are good. And so again, focus on today's lesson. The fire illuminates or burns. Are you going with the one that illuminates you or the one that burns you down? You got to focus on these things. Is it the light of Christ or is it the inferno that burns it down? Think, feel, okay? So there was a time period. My body would not, until I had to have the move done. I had to have it done. And it was hard for me because I'm going into the unknown. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn my whole life, right? And in your nervous system, please listen to the message because it's going to help millions of people that hear this. In your nervous system, it's new. And your nervous system is going, danger, danger, warning, and it's hard. I could sit here today and I say, wow, that's amazing. But it was a very stressful time period because you don't know. And then you want to make the right decisions and so on and so forth. That's why you have to hold frequencies. And I know to some people it's new and it doesn't make sense, but that's actually how you navigate the turmoil. There is real actual turmoil in the energies of the world. Look at the extreme weather patterns. I have a discussion with my gym buddies, and I say, you know what? As I tell people, you feel this. Oh yeah, I feel this too. Well, we, it's just feelings. How do we explain it? But what's a tangible thing? Look at the world. Look at the weather patterns. So that's something that could really dig into and say, okay, I could see this weather is not normal. This is freezing cold over here. All right. I think we know that Australia is very, very hot right now. All this extreme. So that extreme is shaking up inside of you, as above, so below, as within, so without. The micro and the macro, what's happening in your body is happening in the world. And the Schumann resonance is rocking and rolling. And the timeline is shifting. And it really is a shift. And as the shift goes, it gets uncomfortable, just like you are picking up the 2 radio stations in the car. And it isn't very comfortable. But this truthfully is about long-term destiny. And just like I didn't know where I was going to wind up, and now I could sit upon the balcony, and I could sip my cup of Joe, looking at the peaceful palm tree, and I say, I can't believe all the chaos that I went through. For some reason, it gets you to where, like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, it's going to pick you up. It's going to bring you there. So in your life, it might be that you have to leave your hometown. In your life, it might be that you're really going to have to not be scared and talk to that guy or gal. These are the things that have to, you're afraid to post your work on the internet or whatever. You got to do it, bro. And it's going to get more uncomfortable. The more that you deny it, the more that you ignore it, you get more uncomfortable. And that's how the illuminated fire, so it could burn you up instead of actually leading the way, shining the light so you could see. It's that same fire. It's the same energy. It's the same fire and energy that's going off right now. And to feel this for days and days and days. This is how you go through that Heinrich metamorphosis. Nothing in life, I know it's the modern era. It's the same thing. It's the same way how, there's a couple of guys, they look good for 1 year. I'm talking about my wellness journey. And as I would talk to a lot of the guys that coach up in the gym, and they just, they hear the guy in the radio, take this shortcut over here. But in life, if you want, this is about keep going in life. 1 year or 300 years, you make the decision. The decisions that we make right now in this very potent energy, this is setting us up for long-term destiny. For long-term destiny. Certain things in life you're trying, I got to feel this out over here, and you have to have experiences. But this year, this is about permanence. It's not about Band-Aids. That's why it's so potent. It's about permanent change. Band-Aids are Band-Aids, bro. You need something that is everlasting. And the thing that's everlasting is the change to what you actually take from your life experience. The things that I've learned. This is years ago. I had the job. Everyone, you got it's the golden handcuffs of life. But now I'm able to have a vocation and teaching skills to teach millions of people. I appreciate if you click the subscribe button. It helps us get millions of people here. Appreciate it. So your life, whatever it is that you do, and I encourage everyone, you have to go through seasons in life. You have to take that job sweeping the floors. You have to take that job delivering the meat. You have to do these jobs. You got to go to that job and you got to be disrespected so that you realize your worth. You got to go out there. You got to be censored so that God is pulling back on the arrow to launch you. I know there's people that are tuned in right now. You're feeling the Holy Spirit fire go through you. We're not in that old reality anymore. We got to move forward now. You have to feel these things. God is not punishing you. It's a very powerful message that I gave recently. We're going on Desperado Plunge, baby. And if you haven't heard it yet, it will pop up at the end of this very powerful podcast today. Desperado's Plunge. God is not punishing you. It's the only way. Because if you're a true, authentic leader, you have to feel. You got to be on the ground. There's a lot of people floating up there. You know, it's easy. It's easy. Right? I gave this lesson many times. You look at Leonidas at the 300, the Black Panther. These are the leaders, the kings that are on the ground doing. You have to do. What we need in 2026 are people on the ground. Not sitting up there, cracking the whip, right? Anyone that resonates, share the video. Share. This is what the message is. When the Schumann resonance spikes, it goes through the heart. All right. So you're going to see there's going to be people out there. Again, the rational mind, all this other stuff. It has to go through the heart. When it goes through the heart, this is how we're reading the resonances. This is how we're shaking the world. Okay. Noah, I'm very grateful for the super chat. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Noah writes, culture as well as some technology should be looked at as black honey the humans made. It is organic, but don't touch MSM. Absolutely. Listen, and I shared this the other day. All right, we're gonna have a tremendous post on Facebook later today as well. Right now, anyone that's hearing this, no, we're gonna start the movement right now. You could listen to mainstream media, you could do it, or you could tune Our Everyday Lives on 9 a.m. Eastern. Be empowered. If you're addicted to fear, that's going to be that's that loop. You got to be empowered today. You got to take accountability today. This is the differentiation that's happening in the world. Yeah, fear, if the false evidence appearing real, you become numb. If you are in a vibration of fear, you don't feel anything. Like people say, oh, why are people numb to this? If you're in that frequency. That's why, and it's getting very loud right now because it's already over. Do you understand? So many people resonated with yesterday's podcast. The Truman Show is over, baby. It's over. So it gets loud. It gets loud in order to make you turn back. The warrior energy is already activated, and it can't be put back in the box. Once you discover you're a lion, you can't go back to being a sheep. Once you've switched modes, there's modes that you could live in. And you could be in NPC mode, is switched on. Everything is love and light. Some people like that one. They just regurgitate whatever the cool thing is. Or you're the creator. I'm the creator of this reality. You switch to mode. Somebody's coming to save me. Somebody's coming to... I'm here to burn this reality to the ground. Creator mode. Do you feel it, son? That's what you got to feel. That's the mode. It's your consciousness. Your consciousness. NPC mode. Oh, the unicorn's flying. Oh, my God. Somebody's coming to save me. Nobody's coming to save you. So you better become the superhero. A lot of people like that motivational speech I gave. Check it out. You have to do it. So you're flipping the mode. You're flipping the switch. You change your frequency. You tune the radio. You understand? You turn the radio station. You return to 95.5, MSM, robotic mode. Now you turn to 106.7 Light FM. That was a station, and it was a nice, calm, peaceful station in New York years ago. I don't know if they have it anymore. We got to have the nice, calm stuff. And the reason why we have to be tuned into Light FM, I'm trying to bring the Light FM vibes here. I really am, because our nervous system has to be really calm. So in order for us to get to where we're going, in order for us to have the abundance, to have the true love, our nervous system's got to be cool as the other side of the pillow, baby. Yeah. You got to be as cool as the other side of the pillow. And when that nervous system is calm, when that nervous system is cool, then when you feel safe, Blue Amazon 88 writes, you got to feel safe, right? You got to feel safe in a workplace, bro. You can't go to a place where, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells. They're going to get rid of me, whatever. I'm not being appreciated. Your nervous system has to be safe, girl. You're with the weak beta male. That's why your nervous system, it's your choice. You better make sure that you choose. Divine masculine is going to choose you. You run, you're going to be running away from fear. Your nervous system is shot. And then you hop from relationship to relationship, beta male to beta male. That nervous system is never safe. You will never feel safe. You will never feel safe without your divine masculine. Period. The end. It's never going to change. Men, you got to be safe so that you build the kingdom. If you're not safe, and this is how the positive feedback loop happens. Instead of everyone bickering with each other, fighting each other in the ego, it's just the truth. This is the truth is coming out right here. Hit the like button. You got to get into alignment. You got to make everyone's nervous system's got to be real calm. You better know your role. Know your role. Get that nervous system safe. And this teaching is never going to change. I'll be back here next year. How you doing? I'm still here, right? So there's fads in the world. This don't change. It doesn't change. If your nervous system is shot, if you are set to fight or flight mode, it never happens. You got to have that nervous system set. Got to get it, man. And you will feel it. Your body is the tuning fork to telling you the truth. That's why here on this channel, as we dive into this stuff, you have to get into that body. You got to get your clairs up. And this energy that we're in right now is assisting us getting the clairs up. You got to feel your way through. Can't be Captain Literal, man. So all the time, and I always see this, and that's how I know that this is just the show. It's the Truman Show, as we discussed yesterday. There's always before, it's an important episode, and the thing is, you can't take the bait. So like a Captain Literal Man troll comes in, leaves a comment. I see it on YouTube Studio before I go live. It try to lower the vibration. So the moral of the story is, if you're looking at stuff with the rational mind, and there's going to be people, they can't get into that heart space, and that's okay. You got to leave them in the dust. Watch my video. God says, stop explaining yourself to people that aren't going to make it. I know that people will get triggered by it, but you have to do the inner work. So you can't take that bait. It's constant. It's never going to stop. So the shift happens when you don't take the bait. You just ignore it. You say, oh, okay, and just move on. You ignore it, okay, and move on. Noel writes, absolutamente. That's what you got to do, right? We all go through it. Because ultimately, it doesn't matter. There's millions of people here. How's everyone doing, right? I live in their brain. Anyone that hears this, right? I know there's people that watch. You have very big channels, right? All types of people. You're always going to live in that brain. Yeah. You're always going to live in that brain. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm going to say it again. It's that magical, it's a magical space. It's when that head hits the pillow at night. Doesn't matter who you are. You got to learn this right now. You got to get empowered right now. It's that where you're running in that brain, with that story that you're telling yourself. Don't have, and self-doubt is a big thing. No one could stop you. Like other people will try to, get in your head and try to stop you and get into gaslighting. We talked about it yesterday. A lot of people enjoyed the Truman Show episode yesterday. Right now, strength, fire, warrior, energy. This is where we are in life. You love the energy updates, you get the real ones here and what we need to do. Strength, fire, warrior, energy. Have you set your firm boundaries? If you haven't seen that from a couple years ago, I did a video setting boundaries with God, setting boundaries with the universe. And that's what you have to start with. And then once you do that, you're going to, because it's a frequency. I'll never allow a covert narcissist into my life again. You set that boundary. And then all of a sudden you see these people and they're malfunctioning and they're all this other stuff. And the reason is because you set that frequency. And in this world right now, as people are awakening, which not everyone in the world is awakening. So you might go through that wilderness season. You've already set the boundaries. I set the boundaries. Stand firm boundaries. What's important in life is your vocation. I know there's a lot of men that's listening. The vocation. Okay, your vocation. Gotta have drive. And you can't be building, and then you have like these distractions that come in. Gotta watch out, bro. There's distractions out there. I've heard a lot of stories from my sauna chats with the boys in the sauna, in the gym, right? There's parasites out there looking to steal half your pension, bro. Gotta be sharp, right? I'll give you the real journey on this channel. I tell you what's really going on in society. So in the spiritual warfare that has been going on for years, once you go on the inside, no one can mess with you no more, bro. No one can mess with me. And the main thing of all, because a lot of people can't do this. If you're cool, I just say, listen, I could just sit out and be happy on the beach. Do the walk. You have to get to the basics. And once you're cool with the basics, and you should be grounding anyway in this energy right now. But once you're in the base, no one could touch you. Rye 1212 writes 100, brother. I appreciate you, brother. Share this to the other brothers. Let's get 1 million people on this channel. I appreciate that. No, we got to get the truth out here. We got to understand the journey. Because in life, you keep building, right? And then that narcissistic energy tries to knock it down. So there is a timeout period. You got to get everything. It's more important to do this. It's more important to change the frequency. Understand today's lesson. It's more important to change the frequency. Look at the Schumann resonance. It's more important to change the frequency, moving the world to a new reality, than physical change. And that's never going to go away either, that teaching. It doesn't go away. Bay Area Believe, I love you, brother. Thank you for being here since the beginning. Do you love the real talk, Bay Area? I love you. So the energy surge we're going through right now, this year, year one, moving the world to a new reality. It has to be the frequency. It has to be at an energetic level. It has to be in the subconscious. It has to be in the nervous system. And all of that stuff trumps the physical. I'm sorry. And I've seen this on my journey. There's certain things for my work. I do it. I do it. I'm going to physically do this. I'm going to physically do this, right? And sometimes with that work, and it's important to do that in your life on the journey. And I get a little extra, and I see a little movement, or sometimes nothing is nothing I could do. It's like you're in the sludge. But the exponential change, the total change comes from a frequency level. It comes from an energetic level. The Schumann resonance activity that we're living through right now, it's not a joke. The solar flares that are firing off, not a joke. It's a very powerful time period. So I'm very grateful for the community support. If today's message resonates with you, I am so grateful if you could click the like button. And if you do that, it really supports this channel moving forward. If you've never clicked subscribe, I appreciate it. I had some friends say I had to get a Gmail to subscribe. I appreciate anything that you do to push this message forward. I am grateful. I'm grateful for the community support. And we have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time, and it will help you become the greatest version of yourself. New posts on Facebook all day long. I am so grateful. Another 1,000 Light Warriors on Facebook. The link is in the description. Keep growing the Facebook as well. We have a new video up on Patreon. We got TikTok, Instagram. Utilize the hashtag OurEverydayLives. Check out the videos that pop up at the end of this podcast at the pinned comment. It is a very powerful moment in the history of humanity. But what we need to do is learn to ride this wave, to align with the frequency. You must align with the frequency. I see a lot of surfers out there on the beach. Here comes the wave. Oh, I'm gonna fight this wave. No. You gotta learn how to ride that wave. And when you align with this frequency right now, then your life changes. Get out of the anger, go to love. Let go of the matrix concepts. I am Captain Literal Man. And I say, okay, that's cool, bro. It's cool. But now when we get to the heart-based, and I'm sharing this with people, I've gone through shifts as well. And if you're getting this, you got to push through it, as I did. We keep pushing this forward to the community, right? We keep pushing it forward. 7-year journey for me. Check out my first video. I use it as a teaching tool now. I was like a deer in headlights. Now I talk to millions of people. Give me the mic. Give me the mic now. I'm ready to go. But I wasn't like that on day one. Do you understand? I wasn't like that. There's refinement. So right now, this year, there's a lot of refinement that's going on. There's the fire. The fire is burning and purging and purifying. So it's either going to be illuminating people or the inferno burns. Don't get led astray. Get to the Sacred Heart. The energy's here. I love you all. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, Light Warriors, just keep going. I love you guys. Bye for now.